An obvious question, Wayne, but what your feelings at this moment?
Strange. I thought I'd be more upset, if I'm being honest. I've never faced relegation before. And disappointed, sad, angry, upset, but ultimately proud of what the players, the staff, the fans all season have been excellent. I've tried to achieve this season, and said to the players after the game, when you walk out that dressing room, walk out with your head high. Don't let your heads drop. Yeah, of course, they'll be disappointed. Get that, we all are. But don't let your heads drop. We know we'd be safe without the penalties we've had. This is where we've been left by the previous owner. So we've been trying to pick up the pieces from that and try and pull off something really special. We've got close, we haven't managed to do it. So, yeah, disappointed.
There's been a real togetherness forged throughout this season between yourselves, players, staff, fans, and that was seen again, wasn't it, at the end?
It was. First of all, I just want to say, the first time this season, I'm really disappointed with it. It was Festi Everselli. Attitude wasn't right. It wasn't great. I left him out the squad because of it. I know he's moved on to a new club, but if you hear, Luke Plant should be an example to him. Who's done the same, but he's here, gives everything. And the way I work, if you offer, you can't play. You will not play, whether we're fighting relegation, fighting for trophies, you won't play. So I want to use that as an example moving forward to all them younger players. If you're not right, and that's one thing this team has took a lot of pride in, every week, every day in training, they give everything. So it's a good time for me to set that example to them other players who've been fantastic all season. So disappointed, but yeah, the togetherness all season from the players. I think from my point of view, yourself, Loki, the staff around training ground, I say thanks for all the support they've given myself, the team, all season. And I've been in football a while, obviously as a player, now early days in my managerial career. I've very rarely seen the togetherness and the bond between a group of players, staff and fans. So we can be really proud of that.
What would your message be to the fans now? Obviously the next priority has to be the takeover, doesn't it? That has to get over the line. Yeah,
it has to, and I know, I'm not stupid. I know teams and agents speak to players. I know the Premier League teams are looking at some of the younger players. Top clubs in the Championship are looking at some of the younger players, especially. I need to be able to give them something, to offer them something to stay, because we've really got a good foundation. I think even it's been similar throughout the away games, home games we've been really good. Away games, we're in games, we control games. Like today, I felt we were the better team. We had to gamble, obviously, late on to try and get the win, and we ended up losing the game. But the foundations of a really good team. I need to be allowed to add to that squad. We know we're in League One. I know what players I want to bring in League One. I need to be able to really get that moving quick to make sure we have the best chance of coming straight back up.
And that togetherness you spoke about with the fans, and as you said that the home form's been particularly strong. Does that give you hope moving forward?
Fans are with us. Fans will be with us, and that's one thing I know, because of, as a fan, what you want to see is your players running, working. The minimum you want to see is your players giving everything. I've no doubt whatsoever, any team I manage, that has to happen. And then you hope the quality on top of that brings you success. And obviously this season it wasn't to be. Of course we would have been safe, but we are where we are because of what's happened, and I need to be able to bring the right personnel in for League One to make sure we start moving this club forward again.
Wayne, the way you're talking there tells us that there's no doubt you want to be the man that stays there and tries to do your best to get Derby back up. That will be heartening for the fans.
Of course, I've said it for a while now, and I know not yourself, but I know a few of you try and trip me up on that. But I've said it for a while. That's what I want to try and do, and rebuild this club, but the takeover has to happen, and I've always been open, honest. If that doesn't happen, I'm really unsure on my future, on the club's future. I don't know. So this takeover has to happen quick.
I'm saying it because, if you don't know, you're saying the reputation you've created for yourself in a short space of time means other people won't just be looking at your players, they'll be looking at you as well. So it's a compliment.
Yeah, I said that after the Fulham game. It's a compliment to myself and the staff, because we've been working with both hands and both legs tied behind our back. So I know I can do better. I know the coaches can do better. We're all working to be better, and we need the right tools to be able to do that. So I'm excited to be able to actually get my teeth into it and bring players I want to bring in, and to try and develop them and try and be a successful team again.
Do you have a time limit on that? Is there a point where, if the takeover isn't happening?
I think when we lose all the players, we've got no players. Yeah, no, but listen, it has to happen. I've been saying it all season. It's been positive. I'm not sitting here being negative on it, by the way. It's been really positive to get Chris in, the preferred bidder in. But it needs to happen quick. I know the council are working really hard to help us do that. I think Mr. Morris, I'm sure he watched the game at home probably. Be disappointed himself, because we tried to fix the mess he's left us in as best we can. So he has to play a part in this. He has to be the one to help this club move forward.
So just to bring you back to today, obviously a lot happened in the last 5 minutes here and Reading today. When did you realise that your race was run for this season?
When we went in, I didn't know. When we were outside clapping the fans and etc., I didn't know. It was only when we got in the dressing room. I knew it was 3-1 to Swansea half time, or just before half time maybe it was. And then when I got in, it was 4-4. In some ways, it puts a line under everything we've done. The rebirth, the start of the rebuild of this football club has to start today. So, yeah, disappointing. Relegation's not nice. No one wants that on the CV. Manager, players, coaches. No one wants that, but it is what it is. And for us now, what I can guarantee, Saturday, them players will give everything to get 3 points. We're not looking at 3 games left and looking at messing around. I might give a few players minutes towards the end of games just to see how they cope with it. Likes of Louis Watson's, players who in around the first team who we can try and develop, but we'll take them games very seriously and try and win them.
When you said at the beginning there, apart from whatever disappointment you've had, you feel proud, and you've got every right to feel proud. Can you just explain a bit, because you've had pride in your career, playing for England, scoring for England, winning what you've won for other clubs. It's a different kind of pride, is it for you? Can you?
Yeah, well, if I don't know how long I can sit here for, but if you look through all the issues we've been through this season, so before the first game of the season, I named the team 4 times. I didn't know what players I had before we played Huddersfield at home. And then from then it's constantly points, losing players, more points, can't sign players, losing more players. So it's been very difficult, but there's some players who have brought in to the team, and to watch them develop. Like you look at Liam Thompson, Cashin, Malcolm, Festy, even though, as I said, how he's improved. Plange. There's so many players who were struggling at 23 level, under 23s level, who we've brought up with us, and we knew we had to develop them, both technically, physically, most importantly mentally. And myself and the coaches are proud of how we've made them better players and really started their careers for them.
To say, I don't know what your relationship is with Paul Inson. You play together, but as 2 former Man United players, and your competitive edge as well. Sort of
I hate him. I hate him. No, Incy's fair play, congratulations. I think Reading have had their own issues, obviously, points deducted. So I know they'll obviously not to our extent, but I know they've had a tough season to be able to deal with that, and congratulations to Redden and Paul Ince. I think he's done a good job since he's come in, because they looked like they were in big trouble. At one stage he's come in, he steadied it, picked up some good results. Congratulations to Ince, but I have to just keep going back to us now. Focused now. We were due to have a day off tomorrow. We'll be in, every player will be in, the staff will be in. I'll speak to the staff, close this down, and then start preparing for the game on Saturday.
Okay, guys. Last one.
Such a really important and must-win game today. But from in the technical area, you looked really calm for the whole 98 minutes. How did you keep the calm? How did you keep the calmness? And is there something you learned?
Yeah, I've been in a few bad situations as a player. I think I said it in the documentary. I spoke to quite a few people on how to manage. Roger Federer is a good example. If you watch Federer when he was younger, he used to smash his rackets up, and then he'd never get past the third round, quarterfinals. The minute he stays calm, focuses, he starts winning everything. So I try and do that, and I've got my assistant manager who I'm sure, well, I know isn't as calm as me, and he gets on to the fourth officials or for the many bad decisions they make. And then if it's a real bad one, then sometimes I do lose it, but that's emotion.